Hey there everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's Drew, or Pyro Bear 7276, or The Bear, or Drew Bear, whatever. I mean, I've always had a lot of pretty cool nicknames in my life. My almost 22 years of life, which is really awesome. Yeah, I turned 22 in fall. Kind of hard to believe, but you know, anyhow. We've been pretty busy today. I mean, we've ran a couple of different places. We actually went down to Bloomington to see if we could find something for Riddick, my nephew. His birthday's tomorrow. 3rd birthday. Cannot believe that. I mean, that to me is crazy because for a couple different reasons, but really one main reason being is because Riddick was born the year I graduated high school. Like, we graduated high school in June, and he was due in July. Hang on a minute, guys. Got a bug in my mouth or something. Sorry about that. But anyhow, he was born the 22nd of July, 2022, and we graduated in June of 2022. Graduated high school, June 2022. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. But anyhow, got my, that's pretty awesome. But anyhow, that kind of brings me to the topic of today's video, or this evening's video, I should say. Like, it's a little after 9. We got home around half hour ago, something like that. But that brings me to the topic of this video, and that topic being, time doesn't wait for no one. Time doesn't wait for nothing. It doesn't wait for a certain event, or a certain what have you, or something in particular that you might be waiting for in a few years. Time is not going to wait for it. Events are still going to happen like normal, regardless of what you're wanting to see, wanting to happen, wanting to achieve, or whatever the case may be, or what have you. But anyhow, I'm going to give you a couple different examples here about things that I've kind of realized over the past few months to few years, actually. But anyhow, number one, I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about a specific TV show that I really love to watch called BattleBots before. Now, BattleBots, it has a bit of a confusing timeline, to say the least, I guess you could say, or they're season-wise, more or less. But I'm going to try to break it down for you a little bit here right now, okay? So Season 1 that premiered in 2015, Season 2, which was in 2016, Season 3, which was actually in 2018, yeah, there wasn't a 2017 season, Season 4, which was in 2019, and Season 5, which actually was in 2020, into 2021, somewhere in that area. Like, it filmed in 2020, then it premiered in 2021 on TV, and whatever else was actually delayed because of the bug. Yeah, I'm not going to say the actual name of it because, you know, that'll rile everything up, get people all crazy maybe. And that, I just don't feel like doing it because, you know, honestly, that crap needs to be left in the past, needs to be left in the rearview mirror, or what have you, because really straight up, what happened in 2020 needs to be left alone. Like, it needs to be just kaput, deserted, abandoned, or what have you. But anyhow, keep going here, right? Season 6, which happened in either 2021 or 2022. Then the most recent season, Season 7, actually happened in 2023. Now with that, Season 7 has been the last season for I think a little over 2 years now, I believe. Obviously, don't quote me on that. I mean, you guys can get on Google or Safari and look up when was the most recent season of BattleBots, and yeah, I'm sure it'll probably say Season 7, 2023. But anyhow, Discovery apparently dropped BattleBots or something because it wasn't, the ratings were coming back great, and they weren't really doing a super good job with it. But most recently, like within the past, what was that? But anyhow, most recently, like within the past 7 months or something like that, BattleBots has come up with what they call, give me a second. I just had it in my brain and I forgot it. But BattleBots has come up with what they call BattleBots Face-Offs, I believe. Yeah, I believe that's what it's called. Now, the idea about BattleBots Face-Offs was they'll have 4 different robots fight. Okay, so a robot will fight the other 3 robots, and who is the highest ranking among the fights from those robots will win what's called a giant washer. Now, anyhow, it'll have like Face-Offs champion engraved on it or something like that, what have you, something cool, something to show, hey, look what I did, this is awesome, I won all those fights. But, anyhow, they had what I think 7 or 8 of those filmed here within the past half year or year or so, something like that. I'm getting a little bit, but that's okay. But and so far 2 of them have premiered, and most recently BattleBots has announced that another one's supposed to premiere the 24th of this month, which I believe is this coming Thursday. But if you want to see something cool and you have like half hour or so to rub together, check out BattleBots, give them a watch. I mean, I want more seasons. Everyone else does too, but we can't get more seasons unless we prove to the TV networks that, hey, this is something we really want. I mean, we have been waiting a really long time to see this on TV again. Please put it back on TV. But anyhow, how does Time Waits for No One, how does that fit into what I'm talking about here? When BattleBots went off the air the first time, because it was on Comedy Central, like I think for 5-ish seasons, then from when it went off the air to like 2000, like mid to late 2014 to early 2015, like production was talking about bringing BattleBots back. But in that time window, I mean, no one was really in a hurry to see the show back, because time goes on, life goes on. You have certain things happen in your life that either need your full attention or require your full attention. Now, I'm going to get into more of this here in just a minute, but I'm going to give you another quick example real quick. Well, I say quick, but we'll see what happens here. And I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about this show on here quite a bit too, or at least a little bit, Mountain Monsters. Now, what that show basically was, is it starred 6 guys for a long time, then it moved to 5 because John Tice, aka Trapper, died back in December 2019. But anyhow, these guys would basically go all over Appalachia, the mountain range that kind of ranges from Kentucky, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, North and South Carolina, and maybe, Ohio, maybe even parts of Indiana and Illinois, even though it never specifically says they were in Indiana or Illinois or Tennessee for that matter at any given time. But that's kind of where it ranges. But anyhow, these guys would go on for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seasons. And up until recently, well, I say recently, but their last season, season 8, I think their last episode premiered in June 2022. So around the same time I graduated, funnily enough. And that was Bigfoot Caught on Camera. I mean, you can get on Discovery, Travel Channel, or what have you, and you can go give these guys a watch, learn a little bit about who they are and what they did and how they basically affected cryptids and how people look at stuff now that we don't understand or can't be explained. But anyhow, those guys have been off the air for over 3 years now. I already mentioned this, with their last episode being June 2022. And there for a little while, I was thinking, man, I really hope they come out with season 9 because there's so many unanswered questions that we, the fans, need answered. And man, it was such a great show. And man, I really loved them going after Bigfoot and the Mothman and the Devil Dog and the Grafton Monster and this, that, and the other thing. But ultimately, it never did come back. I mean, there's still a small, very small chance that it might, but personally, I don't look for it to, for a couple different reasons. Number one, Trapper, the team leader, unfortunately passed away in December 2019. You know, I mentioned this before. I mentioned his death before I even got on this topic. But then, and I'm not real sure, but I think Discovery actually dropped Mountain Monsters just as long, the same way they did with BattleBots. I mean, don't quote me on that, obviously. I mean, if you really want to know, you can look it up. You can do your own research, but I don't really care at the moment. And the executive producer for the show, his name's Colt Straub. To my knowledge, the last bit that I heard was he's actually working on another show called UFO Cowboys. I mean, where did they come up with that title? For real. I mean, is that really the best you got? Is that the best you can do? I mean, it sounds okay, but it sounds a little bit goofy. But anyhow, so those are kind of the 3, 4, whatever main reasons why I don't really see Mountain Monsters coming back. And really, that's okay, because, you know, I got other priorities now that need my full attention, or most of my attention. One of them being a job, the other being this YouTube channel, the other being the fact that I need to get a vehicle, the other being that Riddick and Camden, who are my nephews, you know, doing cool stuff with them and whatever else. The other being just learning, you know, continuing to learn. You know, I have a job now. Well, I've had a job since December, but, you know, for you new people, just want to make sure you know that. I'm not a bum. I'm not a bum that does YouTube. But anyhow, other priorities, that's why it don't make much sense to me to kind of wait around for something to happen that you're not even sure is going to happen or not. You're just basically waiting around to see if it will. Nothing is confirmed to be happening or not happening. But it don't make sense to me to wait around to see if it will, because you have other stuff that might be going on in your life that you need to put your full attention to. Now, I will say this. About a month ago, give or take, I did find a specific YouTube channel. Well, not specific, but I was scrolling on my Facebook feed, and I saw something that said SOA Team, and it had a Wild Bill's from Mountain Monsters on it. So I'm like, holy crap! So, you know, me being me, I clicked it, gave it a watch, and I'm like, SOA Team? Wait a minute, this is Buck, Huckleberry, and Wild Bill. So I hit it, and it turns out that, I mean, they didn't specifically say this, but I'm sure this is probably in a ballpark of what happened. But Buck and Huckleberry and Wild Bill, who are the 3 guys, some of the 3 guys from Mountain Monsters, the other 2 being Jeff Headley and Willie McQuillan. I think that's how you say his last name, not real sure, but Buck, Huckleberry, and Wild Bill, after Mountain Monsters was canceled back in 22, they gave some thought into it, and they started their own YouTube channel about a month ago. I think about a month ago. But, you know, and they're doing some of their own investigations on their own. Like completely, completely independent from sorry guys, completely independent from any type of personal assistance, TV assistance, or whatever the case may be. I mean, yeah, they have a PayPal set up, and yeah, they have a donation thing set up, and an Amazon wish list set up, and like 3 or 4 other different things, but they're continuing essentially what Mountain Monsters was with the Ames team to the SOA team, the Sons of Appalachia team. You know, here I was just talking about time not being slow for no one, and never really knowing what to expect if something will happen or not happen. And here something did happen. Yeah, it wasn't instantaneous. I mean, Mountain Monsters went off the air in 2022. And here these guys come back, the 3 of them, in summer 2025. I mean, this is awesome. When I saw that, I mean, I don't want to sound silly or anything, but when I saw their channel, I almost cried. Because this is something that I have been waiting for, wanting to happen for a long time. Ever since they went off air, I'm like, man, they really should get a channel going. I mean, I know for a fact people will watch it, and they have. I mean, they're almost at 70,000 subscribers. That's crazy. And they've only been on there for a month. But you know, certain stuff gets more attention, right? Just how it is. But anyway, I hope you guys get a main takeaway from this. Like, it don't really make sense to wait on something when you have other priorities that need your attention, and other priorities that you should give more attention to, or your full attention to. Because that's just how life is. Whew. Either way, I'm about out of breath a little bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I very highly encourage you to like and subscribe. If we get, let's see, we're at 588. If we get 600 subscribers at or before, let's go with December 22nd. No, December 22nd or December 23rd. Hopefully, fingers crossed. You know, my mom's a little bit picky, but, you know, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we'll see about doing some more fireworks this Christmas Eve. I mean, I'll ask Jackson, Britt, and Reagan, and maybe if Sam's there. I mean, I know they'll be on board with it, but obviously, got to get permission first. Just how it is. It's respectful to get permission. I know I did it last year, and I very completely should have, but just wasn't really thinking, because I got that thing in White Elephant, and I'm like, holy cow, we got to do this right now. Right now, we're doing it. But yeah, 600 or more subscribers by, let's go with December 23rd, the day before Christmas Eve. We'll do some fireworks, hopefully. We'll see what happens. But with that, I'm going to get off of here, probably wait till it gets a little bit more darker, and see if I can find me a branch or something and hit that tree right there a few times, knock on it a few times, see if I can get a response from old Harry. But, you know, we'll see what happens. With that, hope you guys enjoyed. If it's nice where you're at, I very highly encourage you to get outside. I mean, it's relatively nice where I'm here in Indiana right now. But, you know, with that, take care, everyone. Riddick's birthday is tomorrow, too, so I might do a couple different shorts in regard to that. But, you know, we'll see. He's turning 3 tomorrow. I already mentioned that, but, you know, that's pretty awesome. Take care, everyone.